Vâng. Wait a minute, I'm waiting for the others. Okay, everybody, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Morning.
Morning. Where were we? Where did I stop? Let's recall the memory.
We finished the age of the tortoise.
Ah, yes, I remember now. What? A student's book, right? Lana's book.
Yeah.
I think you have already known the information related to the exam. The exam is on 18th October, right? So you are supposed to prepare for your exam. For English, you need to practice for writing. Yesterday, I started giving you one type of writing from Unit 1. It is a sort of revision. Describing an event. How to describe an event. The example is about fire. Because in Unit 1, you learn about fire, many words that are related to fire. All right. Have you finished your work? Fire, I mean. You must hand in through Viber or Instagram. And the deadline is up to today is Tuesday. Friday, of course. But it will be overloaded. Can you finish on Thursday? Because I will give you a task.
Sure, teacher.
Thursday, you must hand in. After Thursday, I won't accept it through Viber or Telegram. So now we will continue students' book. Kevin, you just arrived. Hand in your writing for fire. The deadline is Thursday. You don't need to write a lot. Write it on your own, at most 150. So we are supposed to continue page 102, the Bayan tree. Let's go quickly. The Bayan tree first, I will let you read. In this poem, the main thing is the content. Okay. Yeah, Dilita, can you read?
Do I need to read instructions or like the poem?
The Bayan tree, just read.
Okay. The banyan tree. Oh, you shaggy-headed banyan tree standing on the bank of the pond. Have you forgotten the little child, like the bird that have nest in your branches and left you? Do you not remember how he sat at the window and wondered at the tangle of your roots that clung underground? The woman would come to fill their jar in the pond, and your huge black shadow would wiggles on the water like sleep struggling to wake up. Sunlight danced on that ripples like arrested tiny shadows waving golden transparent. Two decks swam by the waggy mar mar margin above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. He longed to be the wind and blow through your rustling branches, to be your shadows and lanterns with the days on the water, to be the bird and perch on your topmost trees, and to float like those ducks among the weeds and shadows. Robin Drained Tagore. I can pronounce his name.
Yeah. Robin Dranek Tagore. All right. So here the key is the content of the message of the poem. Shaggy-headed banyan tree. So it means that there are many leaves, right? As you know, the banyan tree, there are many leaves. And standing on the bank of the pond. So it is near the pond. It is on the bank of the pond. So that is the location of the banyan tree. Have you forgotten the little child? Like the birds that have nested in your branches and left you. So the writer is asking question to the banyan tree. There is one question like, have you forgotten the little child? Like the birds that have nested in your branches and left you. You know, according to the nature, in your childhood, you might play under the banyan tree, but when it is time, you have to leave from the banyan tree and you have to go for your life. Do you remember how he sat at the window and wondered at the tangle of your roots that clanked and the ground? It is another question. Do you remember? The women coming near to fill up the water jugs at the windows and wondered at the tangle of your roofs. Everybody, what is the meaning of tangles? Actually, we just paraphrasing. It doesn't have direct meaning. Tangle means, you know, as you know, the roots of the banyan trees, they are twisted. They are twisted. And that is tangled. They are twisted and they become the roots are twisted. That is sort of tangled and they become the trunk of the tree. Tangle of the roots that cling and the ground, that come out of the ground. The main thing is that how he sat, he means the child. The child sat at the window So it means on the roots, and look at the roots of the roots of the tree. And next part, the women would come to fill their jars in the pond. So it shows the nature of the countryside. In the countryside, women have to fetch water from the pond. All right. Fetch means take water from the pond. The bayantry is on the bank of the pond. So they why do the women come to the pond? To fill their jars, to fill the water, right? And your huge black shadow would wriggle on the water like sleep struggling to wake up. So they could give the shade because of the leaves. And how about the next one? Sunlight danced on the ripples like rustlets, tiny shadows, weaving golden tapestry. So at the time, you know why the women were fetching water in the pond? The leaves, the sunlight comes through the leaves. It means like that. That one is. So that the women could not suffer from the heat from the sun because of the leaves. How about next? Two ducks swam by the weedy margin above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. Two ducks. In the pond, there are some ducks. Yes, in the poem it says two ducks. They are also they were swimming by the weedy margin. It comes from weed. Weed means, the plants that grow near the water. That is called weed. So it is divided the margin, the boundary of the water and the land. Okay, when you see the weeds, you know that and there is some water, maybe the lake or the pond, and there is land. So it can divide the land and water. So it says like that, weedy margin. Weedy margin. Above their shadows, and the child would sit still and think. So the child who is sitting under that banyan tree could think about the usefulness of the banyan tree. And next, he longed to be the wind and blow through your rustling branches. The leaves are moving. That is called rustling. Rustling, the movement of the leaves. It is called rustling. When the wind blows, to be your shadow and lengthen with the day on the water, to be a bird and a person on your topmost twig. Twig means small branch. Twig means small branch. And to float like those ducks among the weeds and shadows. So that is the conclusion of the poem. And the child longed to be the wind. So the child wished to be the wind and blow through your rustling branches, to be your shadow, lengthen with the day on the water, to be a bird. So bird, touch on your topmost twig. So it means the birds resting on the twig. Twig means small branch. Float like the ducks Okay. So the child, what is the child's wish? So according to the word long to be the wind. So it means that the child wishes to be part of the nature. We could see that. Part of the nature. That's all. Briefly, we could paraphrase in that way. Number, I will go to number 9. B. A is already given. There are 2 questions at the beginning of the poem. That is for A. And B, which images do you find effective and why? Let's discuss that briefly. Which images do you find? What does it show? Eng Tr Ohnmar, you are just gazing. So tell me, which images do you find effective? Can you think? What does this poem, what message does this poem show? Eng Tr Ohnmar.
It shows Bayantry and
Wait. Can you say again?
it shows Bayantry standing on the bank of a pond, and a child and some birds are sitting on the bark of the
Eng Tr Ohnmar, I can't. Say again. Say.
There's a Bayantry on the bank of the pond, and a child and some birds are sitting on the bark of the tree.
Or you are just saying the real meaning of the poem. I mean the underlying message. What images do you find effective and why? You know, the life of the tree. You used to play in your childhood under the banyan tree, and until it is old, it still exists. So, Maria, what kind of message can you think of concerning banyan tree? Who wants to say? How about Myasutwe? Can you think of any image you could find effective?
Do I need to say affected like part or like the message?
Whatever. Just try saying.
I think the message would be like people can drift away as life changes and like time flies, but the nature state exists as long as whenever people change.
That is interesting. The message of the poem is and what kind of memory does does the banyan give to the child? Hmm? In the memory of childhood, because he used to play under the banyan tree, and he could describe the, how should I say, he could describe the nature of the banyan tree, about the beautiful surrounding or peaceful surrounding. So it means like it is the map, it gives them the image of the childhood. All right, when the writer describes his childhood, he needs to describe about the banyan tree. It is essential to be involved in his childhood. It cannot be forgotten. So according to this, the symbol of childhood memory. I will write it down. Wait, I could not go to the proper page yet. 80. Oh. Oh, here. So according to B, which I'm doing this question, everybody. Which images do you find effective and why? That one. Unforgettable memory of the childhood. Anything else? Can you think of something? You know, the animals and people could rest under the banyan tree, right? It says like that, according to the poem. So it means that the banyan tree can give the safety. That is why people rely on that banyan tree. They rest. So not only the people, but also the animals could rest under the banyan tree. So the banyan tree gives the unforgettable memory of the childhood. And another key point is the safety nature. That is a kind of image. The safety nature of not of the safety nature for all creatures. Creatures, it means people and animals. So that's all for number B. So that's why the use of banyan tree is really effective. It can give the image, it can give the image of unforgettable memory of the childhood and the safety nature for all creatures. Okay, I will do that only. So I won't do French. I won't do French. For poem, for this poem, the style of writing is not that prominent. The content is more prominent. So I have already discussed about the content, right? So that the main, I want to discuss only this. And next one that I want to do is only the first. Let's go to workbook for unit 7. We must go through this. Some units are skipped by the teachers, by some teachers. So I must go quickly. Everybody, let's go to workbook. Page 45. Where were we? Did I do some?
We finished up to number 4.
Oh, so we are supposed to do number 5. Number 5 is not that important. I will skip number 5. Instead, I will go to number 6. If I have time, I will go back to number 5. I want to focus on the main one. Number 6, put some, any, no, or none in the gaps below. That one. Can you put it? Later, I will check. Do it. That's one. Could you please start? We don't have. Read number 8. That's one. Are you with me? Are you finished, by the way? Why don't you start yet? And you finish it? Actually, I have plans to do to give you another writing task. That the previous one is not finished yet. Can I check? Oh, I was waiting because most are writing. I'll stand by. Read A. That's the one didn't reply me.
We don't have any pears, but we do have some apples. There was no delivery of food today. We have none since yesterday.
Correct. According to the meaning, the first one, don't. According to the word don't, it must be any, right? We do have. This is positive. So it must be some apples. For positive sentence, some. Negative, any. You know it already. According to the contrast, there was no delivery because we have had none since yesterday. Correct. P. Kevin, read.
Somebody has been here since we left, although there is nobody here now. I can imagine why nobody should want to come as.
So some are correct. The first one, according to the sentence, had been here since we left. So it means somebody. Although, so you must give negative sense. There is nobody here now. It is correct. I can't imagine why anybody should want to come here. Can't, negative. So anybody should want. C. Catch with and read.
Is there any reasons why you shouldn't arrange some music lesson during the week when there are some exams at school?
Why you shouldn't arrange some music lessons? Is there? Because of is there, it must be any. Because of is there. That is the question. So you are supposed to put any. And the second one, we shouldn't arrange during the week. According to the meaning of the sentence, it must be like, we shouldn't arrange some music lessons. some music lessons during the week when there are no exams at school? D. How much dilatory D?
There's no doubt that if no one can do it, she can, even though she had had problem recently.
That is academic expression, like there is no doubt that. There is no doubt that we say that way. That is a fixed expression. There is no doubt that. And the second one, no one can do it. If no one can do it, she can. What does it mean? It should be like anyone can do it, she can. Right? No one is not aware. Even though she has had, even though she has had some health problems recently, some. And scenario number E.
They say that something is better than nothing, and that have a love is better than none. But I don't agree with that anymore.
And the first one is an expression. Something is better than nothing. So that is why you are supposed to apply that. Half a loaf is better than none. Correct? According to the context. I don't agree with that anymore. Correct. Okay. Everybody, here number 7. Maria, could you please read the instruction? Only button. The examples are not very clear in the textbook. That's one. Come on quickly. I will go through only 2 exercises from workbook. So may read. Maria is not.
Rewrite the following sentences, inserting only in the right place for the intended meaning. There is more than one possibility in some sentences.
More than one possibility. So we could not say exact. It is quite confusing, but we could not say exactly that your answer is correct, my answer is correct. Not like that. Sometimes. So Sumi, number A. Would you like to try by putting only?
Yes. Be quick getting the coffee. There are only a few minutes left before the bus leaves.
There are only a few minutes. So you put here only. It is one possible answer is here. Any other? Could you find only one? Can you think of the other way? I think according to this sentence, the most possible place is here. Can you try the rest on your own? Try. After that, I will go to Unit 9. Unit 9 finish Unit 8. When you are finished, let me know. Finished? Okay, let's go to B. Amelia, can you read number B? Where do you put only? Okay, where's Amelia? Tashuzin, try.
If I only had allowed a bit more time for the journey, I wouldn't have missed the plane that day.
Actually, the place that you have put it's unsuitable, not the possible answer. If you want to put only, the possible one is if only. You say if only. This is one possible. If I had allowed only a bit more time, another possible place is here.
Acha.
I'll
May I
say.
go toilet?
Hmm?
May I go toilet?
Oh, go. I wouldn't have missed only the plane that day. Yeah, it sounds. In my point of view, these two places are possible. If only I had allowed only a bit more. So it will next.
There were 5 at the beginning of the day, but by the end, there were only 2.
It makes sense. And G, that's how can you? G.
Yes.
Where do you put only?
The person who understands how to do is isn't here. Only at the moment.
What does it mean? I don't think so. Vanessa, try. Hello, Vanessa.
The person who only understands how to do. Can you hear
How
me?
to do it. How to do it. You need to pause there. How to do, yeah, I can hear you. How to do it isn't here at the moment. That way. The way you pause is wrong. I mean, the person who only understands, that makes sense. How to do
Yes,
it
I put
isn't
there.
here at the moment. Can you come back later? Okay, next. Kevin, E, try.
They only saw him. They didn't speak to him.
They just only saw. So possible. Priya, next, number F.
They saw him. They didn't see only her.
They saw him. They didn't see any. No. According to the meaning of that sentence, it is wrong, Priya. Will you please try it?
They only saw him. They didn't see her.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Oh.
They only saw him is better. Sumin.
Oh, they only saw him. We didn't see him. They saw him. We only didn't see him.
We only didn't see him. You could not put only in negative sentence. It doesn't make sense. Sumin. The possible one is only they saw him. They just saw. We didn't see him. Negative side, you could not put only. Number H. Xin này mưu.
He can teach English only. He is not qualified to teach French.
Possible. He can teach only English. So it means that he doesn't know the other language. He can teach only English. It is possible. Only English, English only. And in speaking, we say English only. But when you write, he can teach only English. Number I. Yeah, your answer is acceptable. Sui Tong, can you try I?
The museum only allows viewing, taking photographs, or touching the exhibits is forbidden.
Exhibits is forbidden. The museum allows only viewing. Just only doing this. Okay, so it makes sense. Okay, so for unit 7, I will do up to that. So I will skip unit 8 for a while. If I have time, I will go back. I want to go to unit 9. Everybody course book unit 9. Take out unit 9. For the sake of time, I could go to the important lessons. We have limited time, that is. All right, for course book, everybody, I will skip page 128, 129. Instead, I will go to the important ones. Page 132. Page 132. That is for travel writing. 132. The Great Karoo. Do you see that? And another writing I will do. Text nice 9B. I have studied 9B. 9C will be the yeah. I will do 9C too, so that you can read ahead. 9D will be skipped, but I will do 9E. 9E just for reading. 9F, I will do reading. If I have time, I will do next one on page 1409G. I will do that. Okay. It is useful for travel writing. That is why I will start with 132. I will give you writing tasks concerning this exercise. Let's read quick. The Great Karoo, page 132. Read quickly to get general idea. Try to understand some keywords. Later we will discuss. About 1 or 2 minutes. Read. Can I start now? Okay, let's start reading. If you want to describe mountainous place like Shamstate, or maybe there are some beautiful places in Myanmar, or not only in Myanmar, the other places, you should learn some words from the Great Karoo. So let's read the first one. Wait, Tashwazin, read the first paragraph.
For a truly breathtaking South American South American adventures, come and explore the Great Karoo. The Great Karoo is an how to pronounce this, teacher?
Awe-inspiring landscape.
Awe-inspiring landscapes of undulating plains and
Undulating plains.
undulating plains and soaring mountains with some of the most spectacular sceneries and wildlife to be found on Earth. This unexplored regionscape bears as many traces of its ancient past, including rock painting left by the Herders and how to pronounce this? Shepherds. Shepherds who lived here many thousands of years ago. Or the place where you find it are very is scheduled or excluded. So the art is undamaged and totally magnificent.
Stop. Here there are some beautiful words to describe mountainous place like a truly breathtaking adventure. For those who are interested in adventurous stuff, the Great Karoo is the suitable place. They should go and explore the Great Karoo. It means the Great Karoo is awe-inspiring landscape. How do you understand by awe? Everybody, what is the meaning of awe-inspiring?
Like wonderful place.
Yeah, it means wonderful. Instead of saying awesome, it comes from awesome. Awesome means nice. So it means a nice place, wonderful place, but don't make it simple. Use awe-inspiring landscape. Undulating plain. How do you understand by undulating? So it has continuous up and down. And it is quite smooth. And the waves, how should I say? It has some rise and fall places. It is called undulating. But here, this is the adjective described for plain. Undulating plains, waving, but sometimes it is like beautiful, it means like a soaring mountain. Soaring, it means high mountains. High mountains. And also spectacular means very nice, marvelous. Scenery and wildlife. Scenery, you can enjoy the view. Wildlife. And the asteroid region. So it means that it's not destroyed yet. It is really nice. It's still beautiful. And next one. Rock. Yeah, what can you learn? Ancient. Those who are interested in history, they should go there because it bears many traces of its ancient past, including rock paintings. Like when you go to Bagan, you could see wall paintings, right? That the ancient people drew. So like this, those who are interested in history, it bears many traces of its ancient past, including rock paintings left by the hunters and shepherds. Shepherds mean people who look after the sheep many years ago. The places where you find it very secluded. Everybody highlights secluded. The place is really secluded. How do you understand my secluded? It is something concerned with and sprite. So it is still peaceful. It is not very crowded yet. It is secluded. The art is undamaged. When many people go there, things are damaged. But here, the art is undamaged, totally magnificent, very, very good, excellent. So even in one paragraph, there are many words to learn. Okay, second paragraph, let's read. For second paragraph, I want someone to read. Vanessa, would you like to try?
Yes, okay. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
The town of the Great Karoo have their own welcoming atmosphere. There is a timelessness that is completely different from big cities. This is perhaps the only place in South Africa where you stay have real village life. Walking farms or appealing guest house are some of the best places to stay here. See the traditional Karoo. How to pronounce it?
Or traditional Karoo architectural style. Architectural style of walls of brick.
Style of walls of brick and stone. A rich selling popular wood roof timbers and how to pronounce it? Corrugated.
Or corrugated iron roof.
Yes.
Corrugated, see?
Corrugated.
Iron roof. Okay. Welcoming atmosphere, everybody. Welcoming as atmosphere. It means that, you know, the local people are really friendly, hospitable. That is called welcoming atmosphere. There's a term that is completely different from the big cities. This is perhaps the only place in South Africa where you still have real village life. Yeah, you can enjoy the real countryside life. And there are some working farms. And also, whenever you go somewhere, you need to talk about hotels or guest houses. But in that place, only guest houses, appealing guest houses, the best place to stay. Architectural style of walls and reed ceilings. You know, reed, it is a kind of plant. The ceilings are made of reed. And wood roof timbers, yeah, that is the decoration for guest houses. Okay, let's continue the last part. The last part. So, man, why don't you read?
The Great Karoo is a welcoming place of limitless adventure where you can visit game resorts or go house riding, hang gliding, or whitewater tubing. The dazzling scenery is just incredible. There is a never-ending display of wildlife, antelopes, wild beasts, jackals, wild cats, and the bird life is really amazing.
So the Great Karoo is a beckoning place of limitless adventures. So you could do something adventurous there. There is no limit. You are given some activities, game reserves, go horse riding, hang gliding, whitewater tubing. Yeah. Instead, you can put some activities that you know. Another one is very beautiful, the dazzling scenery. Everybody, how do you understand my dazzling? How do you understand my dazzling?
Brilliant.
Yeah, it means bright, brilliant. In this case, it means beautiful. Beautiful scenery, wonderful scenery. It is really incredible and believable. You can use these strong adjectives. Never-ending display of wildlife. So it means there are a lot of wildlife. You can give the example with colon, like antelopes, wild beasts, jackals, wild cats, and the bird life is really amazing. So here, never-ending display of wildlife. When you describe the place, you are supposed to use these words. Okay, the last part, let's see. If you want a genuine thrill, everybody highlight a genuine thrill. Genuine means real, authentic. Thrill means excitement. If you like to feel excited really, it means this is a fantastic holiday. Don't delay. The place is waiting for you. The way of writing. The writing is quite persuasive. It is about a famous place called the Great Karoo. It is a mountainous place. And if you want to describe mountainous place, the countryside, you can use the words from this passage. Although it's not very long, there are many words. Someone who, you know, how to apply this, you know, like the tour operator the tour leaders, they would like to introduce a new place to the customer, to the foreign client. So, like this, a new place. To draw the attention of the client, the tour operator or the tour leader must write like this about a place. Got it? I won't go to the language, just only the important words from this reading. Concerning this, I want to go to next one. Yeah. Spice up your life. By the way, what is the meaning of spice up?
I think make your life more interesting.
Yes, correct. Make your life more interesting. That is called spice up. Very nice, persuasive writing. You can spice up your life. It means make your life more interesting. Okay. It is about beach. Those who are going to write about the place near the beach or near the sea, you can use the words from this passage. Okay, as usual, please read quickly, trying to understand the bold words this time. They are more important. Give me. Yeah, Okay, for the sake of time, I could not discuss this passage today. Trying to understand the new words because in 7B, we will discuss some words related to these. My purpose is this. Everybody look at number 9. I will let you write. After 9C, I will let you write this. Write your own holiday advertisement. So you have to choose a place. Think ahead for a place. It may be the place near the water, or maybe the mountainous place, whatever, maybe the countryside, about the description of a place. You need to consider a name, location, but I want you to read a place so that you can apply some words and read the key points. Your language must be persuasive. So when you have handed in writing tasks for fire, the next writing task will be this. So tomorrow I will teach poodle and that one. After that, I will let you write. Holiday writing. Holiday advertisement. Okay, that's all for today. Any question? I don't give you homework. So when I check workbook, I cannot give you homework yet. So read ahead. I will repeat. This is quite easy. 9E is easy. Read ahead 9E. It is useful because you can describe the hotel. When you write the travel holiday advertisement and the Google driverless car, 9F and 9G. Read ahead. After that, another writing task will be given. Okay, that's all for today. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye, teacher. Thank you,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher. Thank you, teacher.
See you. Yeah, you can go.